Thank you very much and good evening.
Good evening. What does the result of the Akwatia by-election signal for your party going forward?
Well, for us, I think that basically we had two motives. The motive was to win this election in honor of our late brothers, particularly our director of election, Dr. Edward Kofi Omane, who, whilst he was alive, intended that we win this election. And so, in his demise, we thought that it was appropriate for us to honor him. Wherever he finds himself this night, I'm sure that he will smile because he had always believed and hoped that we'll win that seat. Also, to put a smile in the face of our president, who is one of the greatest persons to be hit by this tragedy that have occurred on our 8 brothers. For us, we went into Akwatia mourning 9 people. The NPP went there mourning 1 person. And also, the voting pattern is an indication that the people are enviously of development and growth. Such have eluded them for a long time, and I want to believe that their expectation is that we are able to help them in the areas of youth employment and also turning things around for them to be able to have some jobs for themselves and being able to build governmental infrastructure in that place. Mind you, that is President Akufo-Addo's backyard. He has failed to develop the place. And so I believe that it conveys more of responsibilities on us. As for the MPP, from the day one, they knew they were going to lose this election. What they didn't know was that the candidate they imposed on the constituency was not fit for purpose. If they had known that, I'm sure that they wouldn't have tied the other aspirants their hands behind them. We went there with a calculated, determined strategy to win election devoid of violence, devoid of altercation, and that is one aspect that the MPP doesn't know. They don't know that apart from what they know how to be, to have come from a revolutionary background, we also have the intellectual capacity to prosecute a competent election devoid of violence. And we had almost achieved that objective with the MPP involved until that unfortunate incident occurred. But what is more interesting is that the incidents that took place didn't involve ordinary party members, which used to be the case. It was not a grassroots. But at this time, senior members of the 2 political parties. And so I want to commend our grassroots. I want to commend party people, including the MPP grassroots, for demonstrating maturity and being able to cooperate with the police throughout this exercise.
Right.
Now, Apenyo Markins is the one who I would say had a preconceived objective of stirring up things. Because you see, the midwives of the election is the police. And so during the election, within the time frame of the electioneering process, if you identify something that is unlawful, it was not to put the law in your hands and go and enforce. It was for you to inform the police, for the police to be able to deal with it. For Apenyo Markins to gather the courage with his bodyguards to enter into an NDC party office to tear posters is provocative, it's indiscipline, it's out of place, it should not be done, it shouldn't have started in the first place, and it shouldn't have been done by somebody of his caliber.
Right.
Who
Mr.
is a
Gbande,
minority
yes,
leader.
I believe you made your point, but let's go back to that of the 2 executives of both sides. That's Azoka as well as Alhaji Masawudu, and the videos we saw of that incident where, if you look at the video, it appears that Mr. Azoka should have avoided what he did, and your party must condemn these actions.
The entire incidents are quite condemnable. But if you are asking me to condemn it, I would not, because I have not had the opportunity since we came to speak to our vice chairman. The national chairman of our party is still in Akwatia. He hasn't come to Accra. He is the leader of our team. He should be able to call and find out what exactly happened. And in all fairness, it's appropriate that you hear from the other side to build up into what really occurred and led to that altercation. Then you can have an appreciable fact of either condemning or stating otherwise. And so for me, the consolation is that these are two vice chairmen of a party. And so at their level, the two parties will be able to engage to ensure that this doesn't happen again. That is all I can say. As a junior officer, I should not be in the position to criticize or condemn actions undertaken by two senior national officers without hearing from them, either side, either my brother Masaudu or my vice chairman, Sofo Azoka. So it's early days yet for us to be in the business of trying to condemn and all of that. But I'm saying, let us throw more light on why Apenyo Martin should go and tear another political party's poster.
Right. Let's move to, I think you made your point on the Honorable Apenyo Martin. Let's go to the issue of vote buy, because our time is running fast now. Your party has also been accused of vote buying. Indeed, the MPP have also been accused of vote buying. Is treating not against the law?
Well, I don't want to say that vote buying conversation is critical here to mar the beauty of what we have achieved. What two parties have been accused of, none of it, there's no evidence to suggest that anybody was seen sharing money with voters. These are all speculations, and these are all accusations and counter-accusations. But I am happy that we've come out of an election that is unique, an election that was peaceful, an election that, for me, demonstrate enough of commitment from our part. That is more important for me.
All right. Finally, Akwatia has been deprived of development for decades. Now, what concrete, immediate policies will the NDC deliver? Or will this just be another case of promise and little action?
Well, whilst we hold the MPP and President Akufo-Addo responsible for that development deficit, I know that my president is not one that is discriminative. He is determined to equally distribute the national cake to the appreciation of all. And now that we have an MP who is able to influence and lobby government in terms of engineering developmental activities, I believe that next 4 years by this time, the story of Akwatia will be different.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Mustapha Gbande, for your time. Now,